girls, Kayla here. So today we're here with our second video in the fall hair trend series. Now today we're going to be covering natural waves. There's a lot of ways to do natural waves, and so I decided instead of trying to cram everything into one video, which it's possible, but it'll be really long. I decided to just go ahead and talk you through a lot of them, send you to tutorials that are really great, and show you how I got these today. It's one of my favorite ways to achieve natural curls, or natural looking curls, because they're not natural, but you know, I just thought it would be fun to do it this way, so that's what we're gonna do. Now basically the ways that you can achieve natural curls breaks down into two categories. The first category is without heat. The whole premise of that is that you're either going to let your hair dry in a certain shape, or you're going to blow dry your hair and then immediately put it into a shape to make it turn wavy, basically. And I have a tutorial on how to do that with braids, and how like braiding your hair and sleeping on it and then having it the next day, and I'll link that right here and in the down bar as well. I think it's pretty thorough. It's pretty long, so it covers a lot of different stuff. It covers the way that I do it, stuff like that, and that will get you more of a zigzag kind of wave. So if you're looking for that kind of thing, that's a good method to use. A more natural looking one that I actually think is a little bit better now is to twist it. You can either twist into a bun or just twist and pin it to your head. A really great tutorial on that is this one by Andrea's Choice, which I'll link here and in the down bar. It'll get you more kind of a curled wave, but it looks a lot more natural and organic, which is kind of more on trend. So if you want to see how to do that, I really recommend that tutorial. It's fabulous. And so you can go check that out. And then the third basic way is to wrap your hair around something. Some people use Velcro rollers, some people use little wands, all sorts of stuff. The tutorial that I really like on this method is by Ann or Shine, which I'll link here and in the down bar. It's fantastic, and she does a really good job of just demonstrating that, so I recommend watching that tutorial if you want to know how to use that method. Okay, so the second category is using heat. Now, it's obviously not as popular to use heat because it's more damaging for your hair, but sometimes it can help hold the curl just a little bit better. So basically, you can use a diffuser, a wide barrel curling iron, or a 3-barrel curling iron. I actually don't own a 3-barrel curling iron because I don't actually like the way that those waves look. I think they look too structured and put together, but that's just my personal opinion. And if you really want to learn how to do that, I found a tutorial that I like on it, so I'll link here and in the down bar if you want to know how to use a 3-barrel curling iron to achieve natural looking waves. And I know people will point this out. Of course, you can use your straightener to kind of rotate back and forth and get waves as well, but that's so damaging for your hair. It's just, I don't really like that method. Personal opinion, if that's your thing, go for it, whatever. Personally, it's just very like damaging on my hair, and so I don't like to do it. So that's that. I thought I would point those methods out. Not really my favorite, but they exist, and if you like them, yay! The methods I do like is either a diffuser or a wide barrel curling iron. The diffuser, I put in a curl constructing mousse. This one is by Sammy Salon Systems. I really like this stuff. It nourishes my hair like no other, and it also helps it to achieve a curl and hold a curl better. So I'm a big fan. And I use my curl activator spray because I'm addicted to it. I can't curl my hair without it, so I always use it. And obviously I use my hair dryer with a diffuser. This is a Conair Ion Shine. Yeah, I don't know. I've just had it for a long time. So basically, I put this through my hair after I've towel dried it, this stuff too, and then I dry it with this thing by scrunching it against my head and holding it there. Now, this is what it looks like when I've used my curling iron and I've just kind of let it fall and get really wavy. Instead of keeping it really curled, I let it just fall and get wavy. I use my 1-inch Hot Tools curling iron, and I'm going to show you how you can achieve this look with a similar iron now. And I would suggest, if you're just starting from scratch, to put some kind of curling mousse in your hair because it helps with the hold. Because these are supposed to look very natural and organic, I'm not going to do my typical sectioning and curling because I don't need it to be very structured curls. I want it to be very loose and kind of not really all over the place, but very organic looking. So I'm just going to take pieces of hair as I find them and just give them a nice little curl. Curling kind of different sections and in slightly different directions, but not so much that it makes my hair look not like it's not cohesive, because you still want your hair to be cohesive. You don't want it to look like a hot mess, but you do, you know, want a little bit of difference so that it looks a little bit more organic. So this is what it looked like when I just let it out. And if I wanted to, I'll show you guys what it looks like. On this side, I'll just let everything fall, and on this side, I'll pin it up just so you can see the difference. When you pin it up, it'll just be a slightly tighter wave. Alright, so I'm just going to go through here and curl at random and show you the end product. Alright, and when you're done, you're going to want to spritz this with some kind of texturizing hairspray. Something that's going to give it a little bit of oomph, maybe a little bit of messiness. And what I love for this is Got To Be's Voluptuous Volume. I was never a believer in hairsprays. I was always just like, oh, whatever. You know, I would use one that would give me some hold every now and then, but that was about it. This gives me so much texture and volume. I love it, and it gives really good hold. So that's my plug for this product, but I'm going to use that on this side right now. Right now on this side, we're going to do things a little bit differently. I've already sprayed my curl activator spray through it. What we're going to do with this one is we're still going to curl at random. It's still going to be really just different, organic, that kind of thing. But what we're going to do after each curl is we're going to pin it up, and allow it to cool. And what I'm going to use for that are just my little clamps right here. And the way I'm going to do this is once I feel like this curl is done and it's really close to it right now, right there, I'm going to just release it. And then I'm going to use my fingers to pick the curl back up and kind of put it back into a spiral. So I'm just kind of collapsing the curl back on itself. Just like so. I'm winding it up, and it's still really warm, like I can feel it. Now I'm going to take the clamp, and I'm just going to put it like that so it holds it in that shape. So while the hair is cooling, it's staying in that shape, which allows it to hold it better and will stay a little bit more round. And I'm just going to continue with that through that whole section of hair. Alright, so here you can see the difference in the two hairstyles. This one's just a little bit more loose and relaxed, and this one you can see just a little bit more structure in the curls. Now, the difference is not huge, but there is a little subtle difference, and I think those of you with easier to curl hair will see an even bigger difference in this side of your hair. Obviously, my hair is hard to curl, so I don't think it holds the shape as well as some hair types could. If you have hard to curl hair and you really want it to stay for a really long time, this is a good method to use, but like I said, I prefer the look of this much better. But now that I've done this side and I've showed you the difference, I'm just going to work through it with my fingers and make it relax on its own so it kind of matches the other side a little bit. And once I've done that, I'm going to go through here with my trusty hairspray, which I love. Alright, and as you can see, this one still has more distinct kind of shape than the other one. It's all up to you, whichever kind of style you like, whether it's the looser kind of wavier version or the more curl version. There's the different ways to achieve them. Okay, so that's that. I am sorry to send you all over YouTube to different tutorials to see how to do this. For me, I thought this would be a better like bite-sized tutorial if I did it that way. I also thought it would be more ethical. That way I wasn't copying other people's material, but I was actually sending you to it. I don't ever want to come off like I'm stealing other people's information. So go check them out. They're all fantastic. I really liked all the tutorials that I've mentioned, so I hope you like them as well. And I hope you found this one informative, even though it really was kind of like more of a reference tool than an actual showing you how to do something. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys did appreciate this. I hope you liked it. I hope maybe you learned something new either from this tutorial or one of the ones I sent you to. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Bye, girls.